Hi, Danae Shanti here. Welcome to Storytime, where we're practicing the hero formula. 7 easy steps for connecting with your inner hero. Today's story is going to be especially wonderful for women who are pregnant, and congratulations if you are. This is the story of my journey as becoming a mom and what came up for me. So here's the formula, the 7-step hero formula. Who are you at the time? What is your predicament? How do you ask the universe for help? What kind of guidance do you receive? What choices do you make from your guidance? What actions do you take from your choices? And what are the results that you get? That's the formula. Let's get into the story. So, when I was pregnant, I was not much of an intellectual, like reading books, finding names in baby books, things like that. I was very sense-oriented, feeling-oriented, and intuitive. And when I was pregnant, I felt unworldly. Like I didn't have the kind of education I needed to be an intellectually prepared pregnant woman. And that was the insecurity that I was feeling. My predicament was I really did well following my guidance and feeling my way by the love that comes through me more than studying. And I got books and I was willing to study. It just didn't sit as well with me as the guidance I've always received from inside. So I really wanted to trust my guidance, even though I was in a big energy situation and I felt insecure in my personality. So I asked the universe for help and I said, I want to be a fabulous pregnant woman. I want to really serve this incoming soul. I want to serve my baby, not only physiologically with good nutrition and rest and all that. I really wanted to serve the soul. So my guidance came in and said, well, you have several choices. You can study books and you can speak to the incoming soul of your baby. And of course, for me, the lights went off. Of course, I'm an intuitive. I didn't think about speaking to the incoming soul of my baby. So that's what I chose. And like I said, I had the books going on also. So I chose to go all in on In-utero Communication. And that's what I'm calling this, In-utero Communication. I didn't know how. I just followed what my guidance said. Guidance said, sit down, get quiet, get a journal and a pen ready, meditate, and then call forth the living spirit of this incoming child. So I did. That's the action I took. I sat down, I was prepared with my materials, and I called forth the soul of my incoming baby. And there he was. Now, I want to be careful about this. Souls can communicate with you and they could feel male or female. That does not tell you what the sex of your baby is, just so you know, for any of you that are going to go practice this. I received immediate communication from my son as a soul. And we started having a conversation. I would ask questions and he would respond. He would ask me questions and I would respond. And this was my opportunity to tell the truth to this wonderful incoming soul about my experience in the human form. And I basically said, life on earth is wonderful and it has its challenges. And I want to be the best mom for you. You're coming to me as a soul. I'm a soul. We obviously have an agreement. I want to serve you the best way I can. Tell me about you as a soul. And I received all this communication from him about his journey, his path, why he's incarnating, and what's important to him, and how I can attune to him more and more. And because that's his private information, I'm not sharing that with you right now. However, I followed everything that he said. And he gave me certain things to look for. He said, I'm going to be like a Buddha baby. You'll notice certain characteristics I bring in my younger years that will stand out to you. It will help you remember our conversation now and to know that you weren't making them up. And I thought, that's pretty awesome of you. Thank you. And we blessed each other and we had our closure. And the result was, through my whole entire pregnancy, I was already establishing a relationship with this incoming soul. I already knew who he was as an essential being. And the things that he told me he would demonstrate to me between birth and age 5, he definitely did. There were little things like being 4 years old and you know those magnets you have on the refrigerator you can make words and sentences? He just walked upstairs one day and put this huge intellectual complex sentence together and walked away. My friend and I looked at the refrigerator and said, "Did you do that?" "No." "Did you do that?" "No." And Ryan's like, "I did that." And we were like, "Oh." So it's really, really fun to establish relationship with your child while in utero, and I encourage you to do it. So once again, the hero formula. Use it, play with it, see what it does for you. Now, if you're not pregnant, this video probably doesn't speak to you, but maybe you know someone who is. You can also do this with newborn babies. Have a relationship with that newborn baby. Just because they're not speaking with their bodies doesn't mean they're not talking to you in the ethers. Here's the formula. Who are you at the time? What is your predicament? How do you ask for help from the universe? What guidance do you receive? What choices are given in your guidance? What do you choose? What action do you take from those choices? And what are the results that you receive? I love when you send me your stories, so please do so. Here's my contact information. And again, if you haven't yet subscribed to Storytime on my YouTube channel, go ahead and do so. That way you'll get a notice when a new video comes out. And Storytime now includes teaching videos, teaching you some of the practices and tools my guides have taught me. Thanks for tuning into Storytime. See you next time.